I heard Trump went to China. Welcome back. My name is Zipon Lovu. This is I Speak What I Like. Okay, now let's get to it. Ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you something. I heard Trump went to China. But the question is, why will the President of the United States of America leave America and go sit down with the President of the Republic of China? What is so important that the two of the most powerful nations on earth suddenly see a need to meet face to face? Why? We all know that there are wars. If you don't know there are wars, you've heard the rumors of wars. Now, this becomes more important, the meeting, because those wars are bigger than politics. In every corner of earth, they have affected fuel prices, they have affected food prices, jobs, electricity, transport, and eventually the same wars will affect the future of our children. The future that our children will inherit will be affected by the wars that are going on right now in the Middle East, right now in Ukraine and Russia, right now in somewhere in the middle of Africa. All those wars are going to contribute tremendously into the future that our children are going to inherit. But now we are at the war that is in the Middle East, US, Israel, and Iran. We've seen the crazy fuel prices going up high, food prices, jobs, losses, electricity skyrocketing, transport raises, fees, bus fares going up. And as I said, it's also coming to the future of our children that we love the most, our children that we can die for. Now, it is important in that sense that these two gentlemen meet. Now, most people think countries fight with guns. No. Today, countries fight with money, they fight with oil, they fight with factories, they fight with technology, and also they fight with trade. And with that said, America buys many things from China. They buy phones, they buy clothes, they buy electricity, they buy machinery, they buy batteries, they buy part of the factories. For them to service their own factories in America, they have to go to China to buy those parts. So China produces a huge amount of things across the world. So the country that controls production controls survival. So for that future of our children to survive, we are solely dependent to China because they control production. So for us all to safeguard the future of our children, the children we love so much, I think we need to start treating China with such courtesy. And that is why we see Donald Trump going to China, because he usually summons people to Oval Office in the White House. But in this case, he takes the initiative and go to China, because China controls production and also they control survival. And they have to be treated with such courtesy. China needs to be respected, regardless of whatever is going on. Now let's break this down. You need to understand this carefully. China has factories, massive factories. These factories need electricity. These factories need fuel. These factories need oil. And one of the countries that is selling oil is Iran. One of the countries that is selling oil is Iran, the one that is engaged in war with the United States of America and also Israel. But it makes sense for China to buy oil from Iran because they are the closest people that has the amounts of oil that is needed to China to continue functioning, producing everything that we need as the world. But America says Iran is dangerous, especially because Iran supports hostile group to Israel. And America fears that Iran may eventually produce nuclear weapons. They're scared, basically. Now, Uranium is used for nuclear energy, but if it's enriched enough, as we've heard, Iran have so much enriched uranium, which is one of the things that America wants the most. If it's enriched, it can also use to create nuclear weapons. And once a country gets nuclear weapons, the world treats them differently. And I personally think that's the reason why America is so adamant to stop Iran from getting into nuclear weapons, because they fear that the world will treat them differently, and they have to treat them differently. We know for years that America has been known as a superpower nation, politically, economically, and also you know what I mean. So now with Iran getting their hands into nuclear weapons, that means they need to treat them with courtesy. And I don't think that they have imagined themselves having to kowtow to Iran. I think that's what they fear the most. Now here is where things become connected. China buys oil from Iran. America sanctions Iran. And the America sanctioned Chinese refinery from buying oil on Iran. You see what I mean? America sanctions Iran. China buy oil from Iran. And then America sanctioned Chinese refineries for buying oil from Iran. So the pressure placed on Iran also places pressure on China, one way or another. So suddenly, the war in the Middle East is no longer only about the Middle East. It becomes connected to China's economy. And when that happens, it's spread out to the rest of the world, because China controls production and it also controls survival. As I've said, that the future of our children that we love so dearly, is tied to survival. And that survival is solely tied to China. So this war also affects China, one way or the other. So it affects China, it's affecting all of us. And each and every country right now, I think they feel the strain of this war in fuel prices, petrol prices, food pricing, losses of jobs, and so on and so forth. So it's really, really, really that bad, and it's affecting especially the working class so bad. So you need to ask yourself, if these tensions are growing economically, politically, and militarily, why will Trump suddenly go to China? Because America and China are too connected to ignore each other. America needs manufacturing. China needs customers. China needs oil. America controls many financial systems. Both countries compete, but both countries are also dependent on each other somehow. So usually leaders go to America. Usually America controls the meetings. But this time Trump goes to China to meet Xi Jinping. Man, nigga. I love Xi Jinping. And I love the nigga Kun from North Korea also. I love those two presidents. And also Putin from Russia. I love those three gentlemen so much. I think I need to get the citizenship from those countries. Maybe in future. You never know. Maybe it can happen. Okay, back to the story. That tells you that China is not a small country anymore, because he has to move from America to China. Unlike what he usually does to summon people into our house. This time he goes to China. China become powerful through industry, factories, trade, and also economic growth. So they are not to be played with. Now this meeting is not just diplomacy. It is two powerful nations trying to prevent the world from becoming unstable, which it already is. So some people may ask, what does this have to do with me? It has to do with you. It has everything to do with you. Fuel prices. Transport becoming expensive. You know that, you've already felt that already. Prices increase, food prices increase, jobs become unstable, inflation grows, electricity costs rise so bad. And when all become expensive, everything becomes expensive because trucks transport food, factories need electricity, ships need fuels, farmers need diesel. So it has everything to do with you. And if you have not felt the strain already, I don't know where you live. Maybe everybody needs to come to your place and actually seek for shelter from you, because it's clear that you have everything under control and this whole thing that is happening is not affecting you. If it's not affecting you, please let us know so that we can come and seek refuge from you. So, back to the story. When Trump goes to China, you won't only see politicians shake hands. And do not seek to see politicians shake hands, because there's a hidden battle underneath. The battle of oil, the battle of factories, the battle of money, the battle of sanctions, the battle of power, and the battle of survival. The world is changing, and ordinary people will feel the effect long before they understand what truly caused them. Now, this is what I sum up on this news that Trump has moved to visit China. What does it mean? And what does it have to do with you? So, the things concerning the war that's going on right now may not be the central theme of the visit, as why Trump is there. The sanctions to the 5 teapot factories of China that were imposed by America, and China choose to ignore those sanctions, may not be the central theme of why Trump is going there. But definitely those are the two things that will be part of the conversation that will be taking place there. And also the relationship that these two mega or super economic countries have. Because regardless of what is happening, they truly need to actually find a way to navigate through this whole thing. But the question is, the outcome of this meeting, how will it impact your life and mine? It's so sad that our lives are solely dependent on two men, Donald Trump and President Xi Jinping. My name is Sipho Ndlovu, all the way from South Africa. I speak what I like. I will see you in the next video. Take care of yourself. Thank you. Don't forget to subscribe. And also tell me what you think about everything that's going on in the world. I would really love to hear what you think about everything that is going on. As soon as we get what Trump and Xi Jinping discussed about or talked about, then we'll come back and actually have a commentary on that. And also there are some things that are interesting that's happening in South Africa. I will see what actually really worth to be on this channel without putting me on a compromising position. But thank you. You have to know I love you so much. Don't ever forget that. Love you so much.